Baby.
I go hard in the paint. I go hard in the paint.
I'm ducked off where the loudest legal. Right next door to Cali where the work a lot cheaper. Take you back in the trap in the 86 Regal. With a pocket full of stones booming like it was legal.
Ooh. What's going on, Suave? How are you doing today, brother? Oh, you're muted, sir. There you are.
Everything is going well, brother.
Awesome, man. Well, thank all of you for jumping into another episode of the Man Cave. This is season 2, episode 34. And how many episodes are we going to have in season 2 of the Man Cave?
Who knows, man? As many as we want. It's our Man Cave, bro.
Damn right, man. Damn right.
Do in this cave.
Man, and since we do whatever the hell we want in this Man Cave, we're going to bring in David Wilson, the
Before we bring in David, though, man, you know, whatever goes on in this Man Cave,
it's going to have to stay right here in the Man Cave. And I'm going to have to turn that phone down because we got all kinds of issues today, Suave, man.
Man, we are like discombobulated, bro.
Man, but that music got me pumped. All right, let us bring in the Wilson.
Evening, gents. Evening.
What's up, buddy? How you doing today?
Oh, I'm good. I'm excited to talk about a little bit of Willow. I've not seen the original, but this new TV show is it's very enjoyable to watch, I think.
Yeah, it's really good, man. Willow is a big part of my childhood, man. I loved sword and sandals and adventure type movies, and I really think that they knocked it out of the park, at least for the time it was made. Mm-hmm. George Lucas was involved. He produced it. Ron Howard directed it. Let's see. Just so many great actors were in it. And they made a Disney Plus series. When did you first watch this, Suave?
Man, when I was a kid, man, I think you and I are around the same age, so we probably watched it around the same age. Willow was a popular movie back then, honestly, for kids. You know what I'm saying? Because this like, you know, we're grown right now, and they're bringing Willow back. And I know we was watching it when we was like, maybe not even teenagers. We weren't even teenagers when this came out.
Oh, goodness gracious.
Yeah,
so no wonder I hadn't heard of it.
Mm-hmm. So Willow was a big thing because, in my opinion, I like the fact that the main actor that was in the old Willow film, he was a short guy, and a lot of short people wasn't getting the clout that they needed in jobs or performances and things like movies and TV shows, things of that nature. So to me, Willow was a big deal. As us growing up as kids, we didn't even look at it like that. You know what I'm saying? We was like, man, this guy, he's the underdog and he's gonna be the hero.
Yeah,
you know
yeah.
What I'm saying? So
it was definitely stacked against Willow. Now let's go through the actors' names. We have Warwick Davis, who was Willow.
You're referring to the new TV show, or
the original? Yeah, the old one.
Okay.
Because they brought I know you haven't seen any episodes of it yet, Suave, but they brought all the original people back, or most of them.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So it's
gotta be old as dirt.
Oh, bro, they're old. They're old, bro.
Old as dirt, man.
So you've got Warwick Davis, Willow. You've got Val Kilmer, which was Mad Mardigan. Joanne Whalley, which was Sorsha. Ruth Greenwald, which was Alora Dannon. Anyway, man, there's so many great actresses and actors. But the movie was really cool because it felt like a Lord of the Rings, but for me, for my age and like my understanding. So I loved all the magic and sorcery and stuff. The guy with the skull face, he scared the shit out of me when I was a kid.
Can I just clarify? Right. Alora Dannon isn't the same actor, is she? Because that would be pretty impeccable if she is.
Bro, she might be, man. It says in the thing here, it says Ruth Greenwald. Ruth Greenwald was born on the 16th of April in 1987. She is an actress known for Willow in 1988.
Dude,
They've got to have recast that one because I mean, fair enough, everyone else, but she was a baby in the first one, correct? I've not seen it, but I'm gathering from the story that I'm watching, she was a baby in the first one. So recasting that baby to play the same Elora Danan would be pretty phenomenal if they'd done that.
Dude, this is TV magic, bro. Anything
Well, it
can
is.
happen. Anything can happen.
They do often, well, not often, but every now and then pull off things like that just make you look and go, oh, wow, they've really put some effort in.
Let me answer your question. The original actress that played baby Elora Danan is not the one who plays Elora Danan.
Okay.
But there is a cameo from the original baby Elora Danan in the series. That none of us would have recognized, I'm sure.
No, definitely not.
Wow.
Willow's my favorite stripper.
I think that's Ray's favorite stripper as well. He's got her subscribed on their OnlyFans.
Hey, you might be onto something. Maybe that's it. It's the Willow OnlyFans.
He's watching the wrong Willow. Huh? You haven't seen that one.
I really loved Mad Mardigan. I think Val Kilmer knocked it out of the park. You don't have any idea what we're talking about, David, but
Nope.
Val Kilmer's son in the new series is like the spitting image of a young Val Kilmer. Like very, very, very similar. They got his kids spot on.
Sorry, which one does Val Kilmer's son play?
Bro.
Who is
Mad Mardigan? He plays in the new series when it picks up with the mother. It would be her husband.
Oh, okay. But right, the guy who's currently away,
Yeah, Val Kilmer got throat cancer. He was also in Top Gun, and he did a cameo in Top Gun where his character eventually passes, but he's got throat cancer in real life. So it wrecked his voice box, and he hasn't been acting for a long time.
Wow.
But anyway, I really love the series. There's a part, David, in the original movie where a old wizard is trying to train Willow, sort of, and they set everybody up and they do the questions. You know, where does the magic lie in your hand?
Yeah, the finger thing that he does. As high up. Yep.
So Willow, he goes to pick his own finger and decides against it, and he picks one of the man's fingers and he goes no, and he fails. But anyway, when Willow goes off on his adventure, the guy hands him acorns, and he tells them that when you're in trouble, use them. They're magic. But they don't explain anything about these acorns. Anyway, he ends up using them in spectacular fashion. You need to watch this movie, Wilson.
I'm going to go give it a watch. I'll give it a watch some point soon. As soon as I finish House of the Dragon.
Yes. Here's what's funny, though.
You got to finish a lot of stuff.
Anybody, Joe's been watching the show. Joe, if you're still in the chat, let me know what you think. Do you think Warwick Davis was a better actor as a young man than as an old man? Because in Willow, he's extremely wooden.
Can I comment on this? He is terrible. He's bloody terrible. In this new, I love this new show. I've never seen the old one, so I don't have any point of reference. But as a new show that's just came out and gave me something to watch on the night, I really, really enjoy it. But Warwick Davies or Davis, whatever his name is, he is terrible. Everything he says sounds like he's presenting a documentary, and he's not. He's meant to be acting as some little mini sorcerer guy, and he doesn't sound like a sorcerer guy. He sounds like he's telling you what David Attenborough would tell you on planet Earth.
Yeah,
bro. Look, let me tell you, man. Don't underestimate Willow Wilson. Don't underestimate him, bro. The actor or the character. Don't underestimate Willow.
Okay, well, put it this way. When you watch the first Willow and then you watch the series and she's like, you're not a great wizard. Like, she's not lying. She's not even making shit up. She's just like, it's true, bro. Like,
oh, God.
It's interesting. You need to watch the first Wilson.
Hold on. Is Willow the master wizard? No, he's not.
No.
You know, he's more like, I'm here. I learned a little magic. And this magic saved my tail. So even a little magic can help someone. You know,
that's true. Now that's true.
So,
that's true. The world
I don't
itself.
think Willow ever wanted to be just a master sorceress. You know, not according to the old movie or anything. This is something that he just had to pick up along the way. You know, he had a mission. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
he did. The show and the movie specifies is on prophecy. So there's a prophecy of this
Of
you heard it, Wilson, that she's gonna be
Elora Danan is going to be the one who sets the world free or whatever. She's going to be the
yes.
one who goes and beats the evil that's made them have to make this fortress that they're all living in with a magic wall. And
Now they don't
she's
explain. They do not explain any of that in the show. The movie is a massive world building event where like you learn about the world, you learn about Willow and his people. They have a slang term for the little people. They call them pecks. And like all these people become friends and go off on an adventure, and it's haphazardly, like it wasn't planned out. It's a really interesting story, but I have no idea where the new show is going to go. And part of my worry is they've already reused a whole bunch of stuff from the original show, like the hand, what finger does the magic lie? And they also, if any of you have ever watched Young Guns 2, there's a part in Young Guns 2 where Chavez, a American Indian cowboy, is on a horse and he's going up over a bluff and it's like a cliff, and he starts screaming "at say," and he starts whipping the horse, and all the horses jump off the cliff at the same time. And at the bottom, the cowboys are like, "Hey, what does "at say" mean? And how did you get the horses to do that? That's amazing." And he says, "At say, that's an ancient Navajo word meaning stop." And they literally use the exact same joke word for word in the show. So if writers are straight up stealing a whole joke set without even changing the premise or changing the punchline, that worries me a little bit.
All that said, TV does like to tribute to each other, and it's always a fine line when you're doing not a reboot, but when you're taking an old series and you want to add to that years later. It's a fine line, like making references to old things to make old fans happy, as well as creating new interesting content and good actual new original writing. You know what I mean? It's hard to do that. It is. And at the same time, people do like to pull from other shows and say, well, I did this joke, or I wrote this as a reference to this show because I really liked it. So maybe the guy saw that movie with the cowboys and said he wanted to put that in because he wanted to tribute to it or whoever, whatever. But we've got to wait and see how it goes out. I think they've done a great job of production on the first 2 episodes, though.
No, they have.
Graphically, it's gorgeous. They've done world building up the yin yang. I don't know what the movie was like, but these two episodes has set up quite a lot of all the backstory that you guys have talked about. Gives me a lot of information. I already know half of it from just watching these 2 episodes, which is really useful.
It is useful, and I think something you're going to find out, David, when you go watch the actual movie, that it does major world building, but it doesn't explain anything. You have to figure it out kind of for yourself as you're watching people interact and stuff. Like, as example, that magic like dome thing, right?
The wall,
the wall was always there. They never mention it in the movie. Because evil has already spread and started taking over the land. It's like at the worst stage. Do you know what I mean?
Right. Okay.
It's already spread past that wall or whatever, and is starting to take over everything. And this is the last band to try to claw the world back from the brink.
But part of this is the difference between a movie and a TV show, isn't it? A lot of people are moving to TV shows now for what could be movies because they want to slow it down and they want to explain things more, do a slower take a slower perception of what world building can be and try and set the story up more. So that could just be that difference. But
not only that, but TV shows tell a longer story.
They do
than movies. And movies, like you watch that and you're like, man, this 2.5 hour movie, I'm done with it. But you can do a TV show and do 8 episodes, and you made 3 movies already. You know what I'm saying?
How many episodes are set for this, Willow? Does anyone know?
I don't know.
One episode,
I'm gonna quickly
one episode. He said it's over.
They're gonna put one large TV show episode, but so if you watch the one episode, you're probably gonna go to sleep.
As example, another series that is a good example. I don't think we would have ended up with this show if we wouldn't have had a show like The Karate Kid. You know,
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
where they show that you could take
Kai.
an old premise and old characters and bring them all back for a relevant show. It can be
And
done.
people will watch it.
Yeah,
People will watch it.
It's funny you said 8 episodes instead of a movie, Suave, because that's exactly how many they're doing. They're going to do 8. Is it hour-long episodes? SPG?
yeah,
hour
about
long.
that. Yep.
Yeah, so that's going to be 8 hours. What could have been a 2.5-hour Willow 2, they've now turned it into this TV show. So it gives them a lot more chance to explain the wall and Alora Dannon and the prophecy and all that bollocks. But
yes,
yeah. See, I was trying to put the answer cyclically in your head without telling you the answer. You know, you heard it in one way or another, but not through direct voice to voice contact.
This movie this movie is straight nostalgia for me. I love it. And I hope that I love the series, but that's still up in the air for me. I have to see what the writers decide to do. But I'll tell you something. I'm going to be super pissed off if we don't get a cameo from Mad Mardigan. We have to see Val Kilmer. They're already teasing it. And if they don't give it to us, I'm going to be a little upset.
Well, I'm gonna let, because I always like when new stuff come out, like, and it's something that piques my interest. I like to let the episodes build a little bit, like let them get about 4 to 5 episodes, and then I'll start watching it. That way, I'm not waiting so long for the next episode. I know I'm not gonna binge like 5 episodes or something unless it's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Say, if you like Star Wars, Suave, you should watch the show Andor. That's pretty damn good.
I heard you mention that, man. And you know what?
That's good.
I heard on the I want to say on the radio or either on the news this morning, man. That's one of the biggest, like largest watched TV show right now.
Oh, wow.
Not the largest, but one of the largest watched TV shows.
Goodness.
That's amazing, man.
That's crazy.
But hey, we're going to go around and get our final thoughts, man. Wilson, you didn't watch the movie, so I imagine you have no thoughts on the actual movie.
No.
I loved it. It's full of nostalgia for me. It's my childhood in a nutshell. And you should go and watch it, Wilson, because you will appreciate the show way more.
Oh, I'm sure. I plan on it. I definitely do plan on it. I was going to ask though, have they done anything new with the TV show? I think those Gales are meant to be something different, aren't they? The new evil or the.
Yeah. There was monsters that shapeshifted and transformed to the original movie, but nothing like that. So they are changing some things, but that's just it, though. It's like a mythical Lord of the Rings world that we hardly know anything about, because you get to see this much of it in the movie, and now we're seeing this much of it in the show. You get what I mean?
And that's what makes it all the more interesting, because these big fantasy worlds that people have put so much time into, I mean, who doesn't want more and more of them? We always want more Lord of the Rings, or we always want more, I don't know, Wheel of Time or whatever, but we've only got what's there. So seeing something like this that's kind of untouched property, but it was like it's the foundations of a great world. It's fun to play around with and see what they're going to do with it. But
well, it's the hero's journey, and we all love it, and we watch it over and over again in just different media. But it is amazing. Suave, what are your last thoughts, sir?
I think that, man, the TV show is going to do well. I wish it the best of luck. I have not started on the new TV show, but I know the movie was a great movie. Wonderful movie for kids to watch, man. So if you have kids out there, I would definitely try to find that movie and let the kids watch it. It's a good PG-13 movie, and it's really made when a lot of the violent stuff wasn't allowed in movies and stuff. So,
right. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's a really good movie for kids, man. So I'm definitely gonna let my kids see it. And I'm gonna probably watch the Willow TV series first before I let them watch. You just never know. And
you never know. Right? Yeah. And Disney's kind of weird. They do some things you'd be like, they would never do that. Yeah, they'd never do that.
But like I've seen a few Disney stuff lately, and I'm like, I'm raising an eye. Like, I don't know if I want to let my kids watch that, man. It'd be doing well. And then it'd be certain parts that have you thinking like a kid is not gonna understand this. It's gonna confuse them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like why would you do that? They're making movies more for teenagers instead of kids. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, Crow Resin, you have to let us know, Crow, what you think about the original Willow, sir. We didn't discuss the series and the new series in detail because Wilson or Suave hasn't watched it, but he's going to. But we were discussing the original, and we love it, man. But I'd like to also know if you've seen the new series, if you think Warwick Davis got better with age in acting or worse, because I think it was worse.
Oh God,
I do. I think it was worse. I don't know how, but
I'm hoping he's better in the movie when I go around to watching it, because I'm telling you, the TV show is great. All the young actors are great. Who's that elderly gentleman who's guiding them? I don't know that actor, but he's absolutely phenomenal. He's really funny. You know the guy who stole the joke, the horse joke.
Oh, yeah.
He's really, really good. All the other actors phenomenal, but Warwick Davies just he's a wooden board the whole thing, and he sounds like a documentary presenter. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, it is. It is kind of silly, but anyway, go back and watch it, and we'll let you know. We'll have you back on, Wilson. We'll probably discuss with the Willow series in full when it's fully done, and
I'd love to.
We'll get your reaction, man, to all of that,
and I'll tell you what my thoughts on the movie at that point, because hopefully I'll have also seen that.
Absolutely, man, because it is worth watching, and it is for kids and family, and there is dark moments, there's scary moments. It's decent, man. It's no. But it's a decent movie with stakes. You can feel some stakes, you know.
If you can get through Harry Potter, because I feel like Harry Potter is probably more dark than
the later ones for sure. Yeah, for sure.
I'll cuddle up with Bear.
Watch Harry Potter, man, you'll be okay with Willow.
Okay, show us you cuddling with Bear, and then we're gonna end the show. You mentioned it. Now we have to see.
No, I'm saying I'll cuddle up with Bear to put on put on the movie.
Now you're talking. You're talking. But all right, guys, that'll do it for episode 34 of season 2 of The Man Cave, man. Thank you all for tuning in. Let us know what you thought of the original Willow movie and what you hope or what you think about the new series coming out, man. And I've been one of your hosts, SPG.
And I'm your boy, Suave. And catch the next episode of Man Cave on Thursday, baby.
Absolutely.
On the Climax.
Bye, guys.
Channel. Woo! Peace.
The app game, baby.
I go hard in the paint. I go hard in the paint.
I'm ducked off where the loud is legal. Right next door to Cali where the work a lot cheaper. Take you back in the trap in the 86 Regal. With a pocket full of stones booming.